What's Eating Katie is a musical about a 13-year-old girl struggling with an eating disorder. It's performed by teens for teens, and it's an effective way to raise awareness and even prevent eating disorders.
Cracker Club, we're BFFs. They're thick but mostly thin. We've got the plan to get the man. We're the queens of self-discipline.
You know what we got? Goals. You know what they don't got? A clue. Just keep telling them what they want to hear and we can stay focused. Stick with me, kid. I've got your back.
Wear wannabe jeans. Our new exclusive skinny jeans come in 3 sizes. Wannabe 0, wannabe double 0, and wannabe negative triple 0.
With all the food commercials, eating is just everywhere, especially bad food. So, if you're uncomfortable, like you need some comfort or something like that, like people tend to just overeat for no reason, and it's a bigger problem than most people think. Like,
the first thing that I learned when going into this is that you can't tell someone has an eating disorder. I actually usually thought that it's something that you could tell in a person. And that when I heard that, I was like, well, this is going to be a fun ride.
I thought eating disorders were just people who did it to themselves, really, but when I came here, I realized it's actually like a problem, like they can't help it. And it's not them doing that, it's their eating disorder.
Every single person has said, I wasn't myself. Ed was me. My eating disorder was me. And like it completely took over. I wasn't myself. Wow, like this is more serious than people usually think it is.
it made me want to have people be more aware, and that it's not just for rich white teenage girls. That anyone could have it under the right set of circumstances.
Before I came to this camp, I was eating about 1 meal a day. I was counting almost what I was eating, making sure I was being good. And the minute I got to this camp, I started to realize, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself?
It made me appreciate my mom because I wanted to get a scale. I wanted to see. My mom wouldn't let me. She was like, no, we're not getting a scale. You'll obsess over the numbers. And I was on the verge of having an eating disorder, the most common one, the binging, overeating, eating when you're bored.
Because I know that I struggled with eating because I'm a ballerina and it just seems like that's something that happens. I became more conscious of my eating because when I started with Eating Katie last year, I was at the brink of an eating disorder and I turned myself around because of this camp, which was awesome.
I can see how certain jobs, like, acting, can drive someone into eating disorder. So I learned a lot about the media, and I learned a lot about how people can fall into the traps. I've learned where to find the pitfalls.
I've noticed I'm eating more, but it's interesting seeing how other people talk about it. Like, I ordered whipped cream on my coffee, and the person that was buying for me was like, do you really want whipped cream on that? And I was like, yes, I do.
I started listening to my hunger. I didn't really, that never crossed my mind before.
And it's just helped me to be aware of listening to my stomach as opposed to my mind or my mom telling me to finish my food, just letting me finish when I'm full.
Should I get that candy bar? Do I need that? Take a second and think about why I might want to put something into my body.
I don't eat as much because I'm satisfied very quickly. Yesterday was my dad's birthday and we went out to eat and I didn't finish my plate and the lady was like, you're done? well, I would have just eaten the whole thing since it's just there. And I was like, nope, I'm good.
If I'm ever in that problem, or if I ever have a family member who starts to go into that problem, I know what to do. Basically, talk to somebody, tell them like a professional, and try to help them as best I can.
All most people want or need is someone to know that someone cares enough to listen to what they have to say.
And I've just learned to notice when a friend might be struggling, not to pounce on them, but how to help them gradually and maybe get them to talk to their mom or a therapist or a teacher.
It's breathing exercises that helped us to really connect, to plant our feet on the floor, to stay with it and just say, you are good enough. You're a human. You're not supposed to be perfect, but you are perfect at the same time.
Knowing that beauty has no weight limit, there's so many different views of beauty that it's fine to be my size and be beautiful.
It's way better than any school play I've ever put on.